So hello and welcome. In this video I will show you guys how to solve the task 1 of the Data ANZ internship. So this is the data science internship, and in this task we will do the exploratory data analysis. So click on the view programs, and once you click on it you can get the Data ANZ program. Just click the view programs again. So it will open the Data ANZ in the new tab. So what we have to do in this task, just take a look. Go to the virtual experience now. Okay, so as I already completed, so there is a notation, just cancel it. Okay, so what we have to do is in this task, so you can see the first task is exploratory data analysis, and the skill that we get after the completion of this task, that is data segmentation and data visualization. So for the completion of this internship you have to complete two tasks, that is first one is exploratory data analysis and the next one is predictive analytics. That will be quite good because this is a data science internship. We previously do the KPMG data science internship, but in the first two tasks there are the documentation, like we have to make a presentation or we have to make a word file and so on, and the last task we use the Tableau platform for data visualization. That will be the technical part. Okay, so but in this internship both tasks are the technical. So in this video I will show you how to solve the task first. Okay, just click on the view the task. Okay, once you click on view the task, in the front of you there is a complete introduction about the task one. Okay, so what we have to do in this task, just click on the number 2. So here's the background information on your task. Okay, this task is based on the synthesized transaction dataset containing 3 months worth of transaction for 100 hypothetical customers. It contains purchases, recurring transaction and salary transaction. Okay, so we have a dataset in this task, and here is your task. Load the transaction dataset below into analysis tool of your choice. You can use Excel or the R programming language, SAS, and the Tableau or the similar. So in this task I will use a Python programming language because I know it very well. Not very well, I know it little bit. Okay, so I use Python programming language for the completion of this task. So but the question is, how can we get the Python programming language in which platform? Okay, so for this we have two choices. Either we can use the Jupyter notebook and that is installed in our system. If we don't install Jupyter notebook in our system, so don't worry about it. We have two platforms. Either we can use the IBM cloud platform for the accessing Jupyter notebook, or we can use the AzureNotebook.com for the Jupyter notebook access. Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you how to use Azure notebook. Okay, as you can see there's a link, that https notebookazure.com. Just click on it. Once you click on it, it will be open into the new tab, and from there you can access your notebook, basically the Jupyter notebook. Okay, so and first of all we have to download the dataset. So for downloading the dataset, just click on this file, click on this. As you can see, dataset has been downloaded, ANZ synthesize and so on. Okay, so now open the Microsoft Azure notebooks. As I already signed in, if you not sign in, you create your own account, Microsoft account, and sign in. This is the free of cost. Okay, so once you sign in, just go to the my projects, and once you go on my projects, you have to add new project. Okay, so click on new project, and here you have to give the name. So I'm going to name it data@anz. So data@anz. Okay, so this is my project name, and if you click on public, so the person can collaborate with you in this project, but I'm not click on this. So click on create. As you can see, a separate project has been created, and now we have to add some notebooks, basically Jupyter notebooks in this project. Okay, so first of all we have to load the data set. So as you already know, our data set has been downloaded. So how to load it? Just click on this arrow, last side arrow, just click on this and click on from computer, because this file is on my on your system. Just click on choose files. After them click on ANZ. Okay, so these are the data sets. Just click on this, just click on this and open it. It will take some time, and once file uploaded you will get the option of upload. Okay, just click on I trust the content of this file and click on upload. As you can see, the data set is uploading. This is a technical internship, basically for those who want to pursue their career in the data science or data analysis. Sure, correct. In a couple of video I will provide the next task, that is predictive analysis of this internship. Okay, it's done. Click on done. Okay, so as you can see, data sets is there. Okay, so after then you have to add the Jupyter notebook in your project. So just click on plus icon and click on notebook, and here in which language you want. Yes, if you want to use the R programming language, just select R, and I'm going to use Python 3.6, so I'm going to select Python 3.6, and you can give any notebook name for you. Suppose I'm going to nb.nb and so on. Nb is my Jupyter notebook name, and this time for notebook. Okay, no. So notebook is there. So once you create your notebook, just open this notebook by double clicking on this. It will open in a separate window. As you can see, this is a Jupyter notebook for your Data ANZ project. Okay, so here we start working on our task. So first of all you have to import the necessary libraries. I'm going to import 3 necessary libraries for this task, that is Pandas, Numpy and Seaborn. So import Pandas as PD, import Numpy as NP, and import Seaborn as SNS. Okay, once you double click for running to every line, you have to hit Control plus Shift. Okay, it will execute one block and turns to the new block, which is quite slow. Okay, now it's run. Okay, in the next one we have to load our data set. So how to load our data set? For this I'm going to use pandas read underscore csv method. Okay, so take a variable named data and apply pd read underscore csv, and inside this you will give the path, not path, file name. Okay, so what is file name? Just open it. File name. This is the file name. There is not any option for copying. Copy. This is the file name. Okay, So give the file name and press shift plus enter, and it will execute it and your data set is loaded. If you want to check whether your data set is correctly loaded or not, just apply the head method. You can also use the tell method that will give the last 5 rows of your data. So let me do this. Press shift plus enter. Okay, so as you can see, the data set has been loaded successfully. As you can see, the attributes name like a status, card present flag, and be payable code, account currency, long, and so on, and the 5 rows 0 to 4. Okay, so that's how you load your dataset in the Jupyter notebook. So once you loaded your dataset in your Jupyter notebook successfully, after that you have to apply some functions in this dataset. So for this, first of all, I'm going to apply the describe method. That is the Pandas method that will tell you the specific statistical analysis of your data, like a mean value, count, standard deviation, and minimum 25%, 50%, 75%, and the maximum value of every attribute. It will tell output for only those who have some numeric value, like as you can see, the numeric value is given on the following attributes, like age and x and age and let me show you again, age and the movement, not movement, balance is also there. Oh, okay, so it will give all the count and standard deviation and so on for all the numeric value. We will get all the numeric data after applying describe method. So data dot describe. Okay, as you can see, these 4 terms included the numeric value, that is card present flag, merchant code, balance, age, and amount. And you can see the count for the card present flag is 7017, and the minimum value is 0. And for the merchant code, the minimum value is also 0. And for the balance, the minimum value is 0.24. And the age, the minimum age is 18 and the maximum age is 78. And amount, the minimum is 0.10, 100, and so on, and the maximum will be 8835. You can count means the number of total counts are there. We can say the card present flag where this number of flag are present, and 883 merchant code are present, and the balance for total number of records includes equals to the balance. Okay, you can get how many records are present in this data set by applying the shape method. So data shape, and so okay, tuple is not okay, just remove these brackets. So as you can see, there are the 12,043 records are there, and every individual records have 23 attributes, and that 23 also included the above 4 mentioned attribute, that is card present flag, merchant code, balance, age, and amount. So what we have to do in the next step, so this is done, and the next step we have to calculate. Just open the task again. This is the task. So here is our task. This task is based on, for example, what is the average transaction amount? We have to calculate the average transaction amount. So how can we calculate? So for this we take a variable. Suppose the variable name, suppose A is a variable, and from A we will access the amount data frame. For this, take the name of data frame data and select a particular attribute, that is amount, and okay, after then, so A store the amount value, and in the next what we have to then average transaction amount. Okay, so average transaction amount. Okay, so it will be a dot sum divided by a dot co unit count. Okay, so now print average transaction amount. Okay, just press shift plus enter and you can see this is the average transaction amount, that is 187.93. so first task is done. This is the average transaction amount of 187 plus 187.93. okay, so what we have to do, we have after then we have to do some visualization. So how can we get the visualization? For this we use the Seaborn library, and after then first of all we have to remove some non-essential columns. So first of all select all the columns. So how can we select all the columns? There's a command like a data dot columns. Once you run it, okay, so these are all the columns name, or we can say the attributes name, like a status, card present flag, biller code, account, currency, amount, and so on. So after that we will select the unique values. So for this we have data and unique. If you press Control plus enter and so on, shift plus enter. Okay, so these are all the column names and have a unique value. So as you can see, for the status we have 2 unique value, for card present flag we have 2, biller code we have 3 unique value, for the account we have 100. And if we see the transaction ID, so transaction ID is separate for every individual. So and we have record approx 12,000 something, so transaction ID will be the same unique. Okay, so as you can see transaction ID is also 12,043 because all the transaction IDs are unique, and you can see we have also 12,043 records. So it will give all the unique values, and after that what we have to do, we have to remove just those. Either we can remove all the unnecessary columns, or we can use as it is. And if you want to check what are the unique values in every column, so you can use the following command, that is data, and after that you will provide the attribute name. Suppose I'm going to use the movement. Just copy this. Sorry, okay, cancel and paste it. Sorry, movement. And after that you have to apply unique. As you can see, the movement have 2 unit value, that is debit and credit. So that's how you can get all the unique values of in your data set. So in the next step, what we have to do, we have to check whether there is any null value or not. So for this we have a command like a data dot is null dot sum. It will give all the null values. So status don't have any null value, card present flag have null value, that is how many null values are there? There are 4,326, and the BP biller code have so many null values, approx 11,058 and so on. So these are all the null values, and if you want to drop all the null values, you can use drop na command, drop na method. Okay, so I'm not going to drop null values, I'm just using it. Okay, so what we have to do, as you know guys, once you see the unique, as you can see there are lots of columns that are non-essential for our further processing, like a merchant code, country, currency. Because merchant code, if you see the currency, there is only one, unique value. So currency is same for all the transactions, and same for the merchant code is 1. So the merchant code is same for all the transaction, and the same as the country is 1. So the country is also same for all the transaction. If you still have doubts, as you can see, the country is Australia, 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 and so on. So Australia is for all the transactions. So we have to drop these attributes name. And how to drop these attributes name? So for this we have to use a new variable, that is, suppose the filter data, so f data, and inside this we are going to apply data dot drop method, and what we have to drop, that is merchant, not merchant code. Okay, so we create a new variable, that is f data, and in this we are going to drop the number of attributes of our previous data set, that is merchant code, country, and currency, and we make a new data frame, that is f data. F is basically for my understanding, it is filter data and so on. Okay, so that's how we are going to do this. And once you press Control Shift plus enter, it will create a new data frame, that is f data. Okay, so what you have to do in the next step, if you still want to check your data frame is correctly filter the merchant code, country, and currency or not, so you can use the fdata.head.tell method like this. Fdata and the head method, shift plus enter. As you can see, there is not any country, there is not any merchant code, and there is not any currency in this data frame. I will show you guys. Okay, these are not the countries, these are the merchant, suburb, and so on. So they're basically a city. Okay, so what we have to do in the next step, we are going to plot some, okay, we have to going to plot some relation plot by using the Seaborn library. So for this I'm going to take SNS, because SNS is alias for the Seaborn, as we previously do. So after them we are going to write relational plot, and on x-axis I'm going to plot card present flag, and on y-axis I'm going to use balance, and we can take hue is gender, because gender has two separate, that is male and female, and the data set we are going to use here is f data. So once you click on shift plus enter, it will take some time. So this is the relation plot between the card present flag and the balance. As you can see, these blue dot indicate the female candidate, and yellow dot, or basically the orange dot, candidate the male, indicate the male candidate. Okay, so that's how you plot the first graph, and in the next graph you have to do some histograms, you have to plot some histograms. So for this I'm going to plot the balance that will get the outliers. So for this, SNS dot distribution plot, this plot, and inside this you will give the data, and we are going to use the balance. Okay, once you click on shift plus enter, it will be show you the histogram of this one. So as you can see, there is a slightly skewed histogram, basically the distribution plot of the balance, and if you want to the box plot for the same, you can get all the outliers clearly. So for this I'm going to use SNS dot Boxplot, and inside the brackets I'm going to use the data, not f data, sorry, f data, and what are the column name, that is amount balance, and press enter. As you can see, this is the box plot and have so many outliers. This is basically the right skewed distribution. The same is you have to do for the amount. So for making histogram for amount, you can use the same. Let me check the value of amounts. Okay. Okay, so in the place of amount you can plot the age, because amount is also have so many outliers. Age is less outliers. SNS and the Distplot. After then, inside the brackets, f data, and inside this you will provide the age. Okay, once you click on shift plus enter, it will give you the clear distribution of the age. As you can see, the mean value of age is approx 25 and so on. It is a quite different, because there is also outliers. So these three visualization you have to create basically three, and because these two are the same, either you can use histogram or you can use boxplot. So first of all, we have to do the first import libraries. After then we read our Excel file by using the read Excel method. After then, by applying the head method, we will get all the 5 rows of our data and check whether our data is correctly loaded or not. And in the next describe method, data shape, and this is the main answer, the average transaction amount, because this is the same is asking in a exploratory data analysis task of Data ANZ. So that is 187.93 approx, and data columns. After then we get the visualization. Yeah, this one is the first visualization, and this one is the second visualization, and this one is the third visualization. Okay, so thanking you for watching this video. This is the solution of the task 1 of the not KPMG. This is the solution of the task 1 of Data @ANZ internship. So once you complete your Jupyter notebook, make sure you save this by click on this save, or you can also press Ctrl plus S. Notebook saved. Okay, so go to your Data ANZ again, and once you open it, you will see your separate Jupyter notebook having codes. Yeah, this one, there's codes. Okay, so what you have to do next, you have to click on download project. Click on this. Your download is being prepared. You may hit OK. As you can see, the zip file has been downloaded. Once you open it, you have to copy the okay, let me show you guys. Once you open it, yes, so once you open, you have to copy the i.pynb file, that is this one. Just right click on it and copy to, select any destination folder. I'm going to select the desktop. Just hit OK, and your file has been copied. Let me show you guys. So okay, so this is our codes for this project. So you have to upload this file. So you have to upload this file inside your task. Just click on this and go to the Exploratory Data Analysis again and submit your work. Click on there, and here you have to select your file that is inside the desktop, ipynb folder, this one. Just select this and open it. Loading your work. So that's how you complete your task 1 of Data ANZ internship. I hope you like this video. It will be long video. I hope this is not boring and you learn something. So if you're new on my channel, just subscribe my channel, and if you like this video, just thumbs up and share with your friends. So thank you so much for watching this video. In a couple of days I will provide the task 2 solution of the Data ANZ internship. Okay, so thank you.